Dig it!
Welcome to Hardheaded Podcast. We're excited that you've joined us.
It's time to join the conversation.
That's right, folks. It's Hardheaded Podcast.
What voice is that, dude? That's sus.
That was you.
Oh.
That's right, folks.
Hey, let's not
Troy?
bring worst teenage slang. We've already been
sorry,
through
that
this.
was last week.
All right, episode number 133. 133 episodes.
That's a good number.
What a milestone. 133.
Nah, 135 will be good.
I'm just saying,
I think let's just not count our eggs till they hatch, okay?
we are in this. I'm not counting anything other than what we've done. This is number 133. I'm Chet, Sears, your host. We've got Matt Amos and Troy Trussell with us here. Just so you know, if to those that listen, Matt is the effeminate one. I'm just kidding. We don't have one of those.
We do not.
Today we've got a great show. Troy's going to tell us what's on his mind. I think it may go against some of Matt's core behaviors. I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm just guessing. I've just got that feeling. Top 3 chicken nuggets. Top 3 chicken nuggets. Any chicken nugget out there, we don't know what your top 3 are. I stuck to fast food. You don't have to. It's okay. You can talk about frozen stuff if you want to that you buy at the grocery store. I didn't. And then Matt's going to give us a good word. So, Troy, what is on your mind?
It's been, I don't really know how to start this.
Well, you let some words come out of your mouth.
I did.
Until they're the form of a sentence.
I just said and
Okay.
No. So what there's this thing that bothers me, and it's foul language.
Oh, I thought he was going to say it was me.
It's foul language.
What define foul language? I need you to say every word that you take. How about we go, Matt first?
Where do you want to start? A's or what?
No, started with the alphabet.
I need to be more specific. So here's the little history. Before I became a follower of Jesus, I had a filthy mouth. Horrible. Like, since I learned slang words, foul words, like when I learned them, I just put them into my vocabulary and I would say them all the time. I remember I got in trouble in 5th grade. In 5-year-old kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
Because I heard a word on a movie, and I was telling my friend in class. I leaned over to him.
Ooh, I heard this word.
Hey, I heard this word, and it's this.
Yeah.
And he said it out loud.
Yeah.
And the teacher was like, "What did you just say?" And I sat back over, and he was like,
"He
told me to say it." And I was like, "Oh, great, he sold me out." So we both went to the principal, and she said if we said anything like that again, she would, 1, tell our parents, and 2, wash our mouth out with soap.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, teachers and principals could get away with stuff like that, and they could beat you with paddles, because I got hit with a paddle in 1st grade. I was not a very good child, kid.
Yeah.
I wasn't, and I had a very, very foul mouth.
I'm with you. I could see it. I'm there.
So when I came to know Christ, I was delivered from a lot of different behaviors in my life. Like I quit smoking, I quit drinking.
Now, did that take time for you, or was it instant?
The drinking took time, and so far, like, I gave up drinking alcohol completely last July. So, I mean, it took a long time to give that up completely. And I really didn't want to.
But, okay.
I mean, we can talk about that at a different time.
I would say that you probably were at a point in your relationship with alcohol where it was horrible. And then post relationship with Christ, alcohol was still there. Maybe some good times, some bad times.
There was definitely a different relationship, because I would just drink to get hammered all the time before. And after, like, I gave it up for about a year, and then saw some other people in the church using it and handling it just fine.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, well, maybe I can do this. And so
Yeah.
I did, and I would fluctuate.
Right.
And I would go too far sometimes, and you know,
And so you're like, hey, don't eat it.
don't eat
We'll
it.
see
And
it.
then
The seltzer water tastes just fine.
tastes just like Bud Light, right?
Yeah.
And nobody's drinking that anymore anyway. So,
Right.
But yeah,
But the mouth was,
the mouth was pretty instant.
yeah.
Now it does. I'm not perfect by any means, and it does come back in. And sad to say, my daughter learned the F word from her dad. Like, she heard me say it.
Stub your toe.
One time, did something in the garage, hurt myself, and it came out.
Yeah.
And I fell down the stairs at our last house. I slipped on like the last 2 wooden stairs that we had and fell really hard on my elbow.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first word that came out of my mouth, you know.
Yeah.
So it happens.
It's still there. Still there.
It's still there. And
Did you know that Mythbusters did a thing on whether or not cussing reduces
Oh,
pain?
I did not.
They did.
Does it?
It does.
Really?
Yes.
Okay, I don't feel so bad then.
You're only human.
Right. Yeah. The thing that drives me crazy is people who know that they shouldn't be using it in, you know, everyday life,
Yeah.
but they choose to anyway.
Right.
And it's frustrating for me. But I'll also, on the other hand, I don't feel like it's my obligation to call them out either. And I'm not going to.
Yeah.
But you put a mic in front of me and it's been what's on my mind, so I'm going to tell you about it now.
Mm-hmm.
But it just, for whatever reason, it just bothers me. When I know that person or this person or this person, when I know that they're Christians and they love Jesus and they continue to go on speaking that way,
Right.
which they can do what they want to, that's fine. But I just think, I don't know. I'd like to hear y'all's thoughts on that. I know, and I've heard Unashamed, they talk about it a lot when they were doing their TV show. It was a great witness for them, for the people on the TV show, because they,
Yeah.
you know, they bleeped them out the first season. They were like, don't put those bleeps in there. We're not cussing.
Right.
Like, why are you doing that? You know,
Yeah.
and so they got those removed or whatever. And this couple of people on set were saved because of
They
their
actually saw people living it out and they're sharing with them, talking about
right,
it.
and they don't cuss, and like
Yeah.
they didn't cuss when the cameras went off, and so it's just a good witness, and I think it is. And yeah, sometimes it can come out like it does with me.
Right.
So,
Right.
but yeah, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that?
I was in a household that I would be in trouble if I used the
C word?
washed version of cursing. So like dang. I was in trouble for saying dang. Because why? Like it's because that's just when you would say the other word, right? That's so you're training yourself to say things when you probably shouldn't even be using words in those instances.
Gotcha.
Right.
Yeah.
So, and now that was my mom.
Well, crap
who
was that word in my house. Like, we couldn't say crap.
But my dad, 26 years active duty in the Air Force, was very deliberate about not speaking, especially he was in his 30s when he became a believer. So that dude, he changed, but it was there. And I never heard him. It wasn't even from a pain perspective or whatever, but he got older in life, he was just like, meh, I'm just going to say whatever I want to say in certain instances but I'm going to deliberately do it around certain things. So like, okay, whatever. We'll see if I get there at some point in time in my life. But Matt, grin, real big,
calling me out.
So Matt, you are restrained from your Marine vocabulary a majority of the time.
Majority of the time.
So I have, for those that don't know, I worked with Matt. We shared an office together. And the only time that I heard Matt lose it, then the full Marine came out, I caused it. Like I was mad about something and put the blame on him. And then he came at me with all kinds of language. Lots of language.
Very colorful
language and volume. Lots of volume. And piercing looks with his eyeballs. Like, yeah, it was deliberate. So I know what's there. I've seen it. It's come out to play. But yeah, you restrain yourself.
I try to, because I still struggle with it, because it was a habit for 10 years.
Yeah.
Not to even think about it, because that's just the way you talked, and I mean, like, and I've said it before. I mean, I even talked about it, on the podcast before, because it comes out, and I know now, like back then, I didn't think twice, and I was a believer back then too, but I didn't even think twice about it, just because that's what we did, and but now, like, I still struggle with it. I'll catch myself just having a conversation if I get back with my buddies or something like that, and we're all hanging out. Mm-hmm. It'll come out, and I've got to catch myself, and I'm like, dang it, I slipped up. And then even at home, I've said stuff in front of my kids and stuff like that I afterwards I'm like, I shouldn't have said that. That was bad,
I was just thinking, if we had the sound effect board right in front of us right now,
we could beep
the whole time Matt was talking just now.
We could just beep it.
We should have been like, beep, 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 beep.
You can go through and post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Add the beeps and post.
So I have this story about foul language. So I started working on a shop floor, assembly line, people working shoulder to shoulder. It's just language everywhere. But one of the interesting things is the automotive industry. When I got into the office, it was worse. Like in meetings, official, like, hey, internal meetings with the staff, meetings with customers cussing, chewing you. I got cussed out like on a radio from supervisors at General Motors for stupid stuff. I would get, I worked different shifts and whatnot, and I moved shifts, and somebody from second shift at GM still had my phone number, Nextel. Remember Nextel?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I hate them to this day. Anyway, like 2:00 in the morning, like, and, hey man, I'm not working this shift. I don't care what the F you're doing. You get there, when you get an F and call, you call, I mean, it's like 2:00 in the morning here, man. Like, I didn't sign up for this. But anyway, one of our, I'm going to do this without saying naming names, but one of our production managers, his wife was a strong believer, like children's minister in a church kind of thing. And this guy did not demonstrate any of those behaviors, and but was trying to be better for his wife. It was so bad, like she couldn't take him out in public because he didn't know any different. Couldn't stop it. He had no control.
Yeah.
And so one of the people that worked for him, one of the manufacturing engineers that worked for him, was also a music minister at a small church on the weekends. And he was prim and proper, tucked in shirt, in the cargo shorts on the weekends, loafers, kind of, hair, all pastor hair, and gentle, like is a gentle guy. And so one day this manager comes in and just starts to say, look, you set a good example in the office. You don't use foul language, and I could see when I use foul language around you, it makes you cringe physically, like you react to it every time. I'm trying to get better at that. Why don't you hold me accountable? Like I wouldn't mind if I happen to come in and I'm using foul language. I'm giving you permission to just go ahead and say, hey, tone it down a little bit, okay? Can you watch the language? And and this dude, your gentle guy that cringes at that kind of stuff is like, yes, I will. Thank you. Like it answered to prayers, right? Like this is something that he's coming to work and he can't handle this, and probably having prayer requests about it. I don't know. I'm making some of that up.
Speculation.
Yeah. Later that afternoon, we're at this. So it's almost the biggest room of this studio, and there were 4 desks in there. Each one is a corner desk kind of thing. You could walk in right through the middle of the door. Somebody that we know, I will name this name, Griff, is sitting at one of those desks. And Griff had done something that the production manager was not happy about. And so you just imagine this scenario. Door flies open. Boom. I mean, just violently. And this production manager walks in there and is like, what the F do you think you're, and it just dropping F-bomb, every curse word that you could think of. It's screaming at Griff. And Griff, being a military guy himself, is just like, yeah, what? It doesn't bother me one bit. In the middle of the tirade, he has not come down.
Excuse me, sir. Sir, can you tone this down, please?
Exactly. He goes, what's the F word? And so in the middle of the screaming and aiming at Griff, who's in front of him, and this came from behind him, and he turns around and points his finger at this gentleman's direction, and he said, "Not now, Fluffy!" And right then, just turn around. Right then, in the middle of getting cussed out, Griff falls out laughing. Like, did you just call him Fluffy? And then they kept yelling. He never just came off of it. But from that point forward, we called him Fluffy. Like, he got his name. So that was not the right time to hold him.
That is so funny.
Like the
What's the F word?
Oh gosh.
Not now, Fluffy.
I could just imagine that dude at lunch that day, like, called his wife and like, we had a breakthrough, honey.
The prayers are working.
And then later, he probably came home from work just dejected, and she's like, "Oh, how was your day?" It's like, I got a new nickname. Like,
oh man,
that's great. So I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know if you're looking for advice or what.
No advice, just I don't know. It's just something that's been on my mind.
It's not needed. It's a lack of vocabulary, whatever. At the same time, there may be. I know police officers are trained to do it in certain scenarios to get people's attention. So, and it had probably something to do with Marines at some point in time in their life, the Marine Corps.
Could be. But then
it gets overused to where it doesn't
have the effect.
Yeah.
And then, but sailors used to be the worst. I mean, that's
it's where
you got a mouth like a sailor.
Yeah.
But it was probably the Marines on ship giving the sailors a bad name, to be honest.
Well, good. I hope your kids don't pick it up, man.
Yeah, me too.
What did your daughter do, if you don't mind me asking? She was like, "Oh, Dad," or did she? Or did she go, "Mom"?
No, she didn't say anything.
Yeah.
We were in the kitchen one day, and bad language came up as a topic, and we were talking about it. And somebody said, what's the F word or whatever, and I don't remember how it came up anyway. And Maggie was like, "Oh, I've heard it. I know what it is." And I was like, "Really? Where'd you hear that?" "From you."
That you.
And Hannah was like, "What?"
Yeah. I said fudge.
And she was like, "Yeah, you were in the garage one day. You got mad and you were throwing stuff, and I heard you say it."
Yeah.
It's like, well,
that may be a deeper issue than just cursing.
Yeah,
why were you throwing stuff?
Yeah, that's a question. Is a bad word in that scenario worse than you losing your temper and throwing something? Because the older I get, the more I want to throw things when I get mad.
I don't know.
Which I don't know why. Have you noticed that with yourself?
I've been that way my whole life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. I'm just getting to the point now where
I try not to.
Like
I've ruined so many things throwing them, or
I usually punch stuff. That's been my thing.
I want to break other things and not my own hand.
Yeah.
I don't want to punch a wall.
My old roommate and I, we had a little hatchet, like Mel Gibson Patriot. We had one of those in the backyard, and we'd go throw it at the tree if we got angry.
Okay. A weapon. Yes. Good.
Yeah. Have you ever been to Bleeding Timber and thrown axes?
I have not.
It's pretty fun. I've only been once, but it's pretty fun.
Yeah, I got an axe though. Did I send this to you guys? My buddy my buddy Jeremy. You guys know Jeremy.
Yeah. No, I don't know Jeremy.
Anyway, so he just had this idea like, hey, I want to refinish one old axe of mine, buy some hickory, shape it, do the whole thing. And he's like, but I'm having a hard time. I want to just find old axes and fix up the axe heads and whatnot. But today's day and age, it's hard to find American steel, and it's just a bunch of old Chinese stuff. After my dad passed, I came across a busted handled axe that my dad used all the time, and he's just like, "Hey, let me have that." And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Well, he's had it for a while now, but then he brought that over to the house the other day.
Oh, nice.
He completely refinished the thing and put a handle in it, made a leather sheath for it.
Nice.
It's really sharp. It's
Looks
pretty
good.
cool.
Yeah.
And then, did you even look at it?
Yeah, it looks.
He did.
And so
I'll vouch for him.
I upgraded.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I took it to the next level.
Put a wrap around it.
550 cord and
Yeah, it's sharp, man. Literally and figuratively.
Yes.
No sus.
no cap.
Can you cut some chicken nuggets with that thing?
Let's talk when we come back.
All right.
We're gonna find out what our top 3 chicken nuggets are, and you would need to cut chicken nuggets because they should be bite size.
Are you driving traffic to your website? Do you have an engaging homepage? Better yet, does your homepage have a video? We recently created a video for a client about his business and the services they provide. Since he placed the video on the homepage of their website, he has had a number of clients specifically say they decided to use his services because of that video. At Trussell Media, we help businesses create engaging videos to host on their websites, email to clients, and use in their social media marketing. Contact us if you're interested in creating a video for your homepage today. TrussellMedia.com. Fill out the form at TrussellMedia.com/contact. Let us help you tell your story through video.
We are back. Top 3 chicken nuggets. Matt, go with your number 3, please.
Number 3, McDonald's.
All right, that's not chicken, right?
I don't care what it is.
Pink sludge slime.
They're all right. Mechanically separated chickens, recombobulated into a goo, and then fried.
Is it really?
They claim it's all white meat, but it's all ground up white meat.
Yeah. It's not a.
But is it really turned into that pink slime?
No.
stuff?
Pink slime is beef
That's hot dogs.
Oh, okay.
and some hamburgers.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
But I like the McDonald's nuggets if I'm traveling because they're just easy to drive and boop, boop,
You dip them. What sauce do you prefer?
I tip if I'm driving I don't.
Okay, but if you're gonna
But yeah, if I for whatever reason would order them for lunch and I prefer hot sauce.
they have a hot sauce.
No, I have my own.
Oh, like what McDonald's sauce?
I don't get any sauce from
Okay,
McDonald's.
I was just curious.
I would go with sweet and sour.
I do not like sweet and sour because I don't like sweetened meat, Troy. This has been discussed on this show numerous times.
Maybe we have a new listener,
I'm
and
not
now
s-
they're like, "Oh, I don't like that guy anymore because that's."
And that bothers me not one bit because if you like sweetened meat, I don't like you,
Yeah. Well.
Troy.
Okay.
All right, number 2, Buffalo Wild Wings. Hot.
So you're gonna go.
Those are
you're
not
taking the
chicken
stance.
nuggets. Those
Oh,
are
Boneless wings are chicken nuggets.
Okay. That
You wanna have that argument?
We're getting it out there. Say your piece.
That is my piece. Boneless wings are nuggets.
okay.
That's what they are. 100%. I don't even know why they call them wings because that meat did not come off of a wing. And there's already been a lawsuit against that.
Then that's a dumb lawsuit. But
It's legit.
I don't think I'm going to argue with you on.
I think we need to get that out there. I mean, yeah, I think
It's not legit.
It's a frivolous lawsuit, but it's a legit argument.
That's a Cosmo Kramer lawsuit.
Yes, the coffee was too hot. She should have been wearing a shirt over that, a top over that. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you're getting out there. So, what flavor?
Hot. So they've got their medium, hot, and then whatever their top one is. Their top one doesn't taste as good, but their hot has some good flavor to it. And the number 1, Popeyes.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying there.
Good.
Does Popeyes have nuggets?
Yeah, they do.
Or is it like popcorn chicken?
It's kind of like popcorn chicken, but
They call them nuggets, though.
they call them nuggets.
I just always get the fried chicken because it's delicious.
Let me.
Yeah, I think
Let me tell
maybe
you,
we need to do the top. We haven't done that yet.
fried chickens.
Fried chicken
Hey.
places.
Guess where the next Popeyes is opened up in Wichita? By my house.
That'll be good because we have to travel to like Central and wherever to go get Popeyes now.
It's in front of Sam's.
Hillside.
The new one?
Yeah,
Yeah, good.
yeah.
good. That makes it a lot closer. Man, my chicken will be hot when it comes home.
Ooh.
We had that a few weeks ago before we left up to Kansas City. They're like, what, wife calls and she's, hey, kids, just don't practice. Do you have anything in mind you want for dinner? I says, I just picked something up so we don't have to get any dishes dirty before we leave town. And I was like, Lily says Popeyes, Claire says pizza. I was like, Popeyes.
Yeah, yeah. My family.
Let me wait until Friday night to order the $100 pizza.
Yeah. You're going to get pizza. It's not going to be near as expensive as I want to pay.
Yeah, it can't be good if it's under $50.
So, yeah, man, I not that I need any more fried foods, but I don't have enough fried chicken in my life to be
Get it out there.
satisfactory. I mean, I could increase the level of that. I can't tell you the last time I've been.
For fried chicken?
Yeah. Yeah. Have you guys ever done the chicken
that's the Louisiana.
at Pittsburgh, Kansas? You know about the chicken out there, fried chicken wars? Do you know about the fried chicken? There's two chicken places, Chicken Annie's and Chicken Mary's. That's what they call them. That's the name of the restaurant.
Yeah.
And at some point in time, there was a family, and they had a chicken restaurant, and then the daughters fought, or cousins. I don't know exactly what the story is, but you have to pick sides. If you live in Pittsburgh, you have to be like, what camp are you on? I'm on the Chicken Mary's or the Chicken Annie's. I've only had Chicken Annie's because I was introduced to this whole fiasco from somebody that was from around there and was a Chicken Annie's fan. Fantastic chicken. And they,
I'm gonna have to ask my wife about that because she went to Pittsburgh State for school.
Yeah, you need to ask her Chicken Annie's, Chicken Mary's.
Because I don't remember either of us eating there together.
Dude, and you
I'm
can
going to
get
have to go try both and do a story on it.
So if you're going to order, let's just say you're going to get 3 pieces of fried chicken. What pieces of the chicken are you going to get? Maybe we need to save this for the chicken.
Yeah, let's save that for the chicken episode because that can get deep.
More to come.
Stay tuned.
All right, that's I'll go now.
I thought you just did.
That's your
Good
3.
night.
McDonald's.
Chicken Mary's, Chicken Annie's.
Those aren't nuggets. They don't serve nuggets there.
I bet they do if you ask.
Number 3.
Do they serve tenders? Because that's just a long nugget.
That's funny.
Oh, that's good.
Spicy nuggets from Wendy's. Number 3.
I never eat at Wendy's, so I don't know. I've never tried their nuggets.
They have a spicy nugget, and
I've tried.
it's my number 3.
I've tried it. It's pretty good.
All right, number 2, McDonald's.
I feel like Wendy's, though, their nuggets are so salty.
Ooh,
The spicy ones too?
No, just the regular ones.
I don't get the regular ones.
may have to try it.
Yeah. Really
like salt?
salty.
I might have to do that this week.
You know what? I bet that's not
Maybe-
just salt. I bet it's salt in MSG.
I bet it's MSG.
The
Probably.
McDonald's, and if I'm gonna dip it, I don't need to. It's with their barbecue sauce, that tangy barbecue sauce that McDonald's
Barbecue
has,
sauce.
and that goes way back. That takes me back to my childhood.
See, I
Way
was
back.
always sweet and sour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did not know. I did not know that McDonald's had a sweet and sour sauce. I'll just tell you that right now.
What?
Completely
You didn't know
unaware.
that?
Completely unaware.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because I complain about all this stuff. I've tried it all, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm like, what do people see in this sauce that people love sweet and sour, and I don't get it in nuggets. I don't get it in Chinese food, or
I don't like it on egg rolls.
Well, it's not for egg rolls. Egg rolls has its own sauce.
but it's sweet and sour.
But a lot of people use sweet and sour for egg. You know what?
They're misusing it.
Yes, they are. Soy sauce goes really good on egg rolls.
No.
Or hot mustard if you can have it. But QT quit carrying the little packages of soy sauce.
What? At
Ridiculous.
what point would you put soy sauce on something where you're not sitting at a table? That stuff is so.
Runny.
I mean, it.
I can drive down the road.
That's like trying to put
No
malt.
way.
It's like trying
And
to put
use
malt and vinegar
soy
on a hush
sauce.
puppy driving
No
down the
way.
road.
I don't believe that.
And an egg roll.
I don't
do
believe
it
that.
all the time.
You like
Well, I don't
pour
do
it
it- I don't
into
do
the
it
egg
anymore.
roll?
Well, I don't do it anymore because QT doesn't carry the
But how do you
packets.
How do you do that? Like that stuff
All right.
just shoots out of there.
Stop.
You
Stop.
just barely
Stop.
rip it
right now.
open.
Right now, you're driving in your car. Get there.
Okay.
Do it. You're driving in your car.
Oh,
You've got
well, I
both,
got to put my
you got both hands on the
leg
wheel.
right here. No. I don't have it either hand on the wheel.
Oh Lord, have mercy.
I got an egg roll in one hand. I got soy sauce in the other.
You like pour it down in
I
there?
usually just lay the egg roll right here on my leg, and then I open the soy sauce, and I just barely tear it open. And then you hold the egg roll up, take the first bite, the first crunchy bite.
Because if you pour it on the outside, it just roll into your lap.
Right. So you gotta, bite the end off, and then you just drip it in there. Just drip.
I would
Dude,
like
that's
our
talent. That's some
YouTube
skill.
and viewers who are actually watching this episode to note he did not look up at the road one time when he was simulating. He didn't stop and go like, I open this and then I check to see where I'm going, and then I look back down and put it in, and then I look back up to make sure that I'm still on the road.
I'm calling the billboard message people that are out there and saying, hey, don't eat egg rolls, don't go to jail.
Don't use soy sauce, don't die.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not on my phone at least.
I would almost
That may
rather
be
you on your
worse.
phone.
No, the phone is way more distracting because I'm staring at the road.
I can hold my phone up here and look at the road and look at my phone and look at the road, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You're down here like in your freaking food. That's no.
No, I'll video it. I'll show you.
No. Yeah,
So now you're adding another.
No, I got a holder for my phone.
What do you drive again?
that's why Quick Trip took the soy sauce away. They were causing so many accidents. It's a health and safety violation. Oh my gosh.
I drive a Nissan Cube.
Number that's coming up. Number one, I forgot where we were. Chick-fil-A.
We were at Popeyes, weren't we?
The Chick-fil-A nugget. I'm a fan of the Chick-fil-A nugget.
Laced with MSG.
You could eat it on its own. You could dip it in sauce. If I'm going to choose, I'm going to go with Polynesian.
Yes, baby. Sweet your meat.
And then my number two sauce on that is the Chick-fil-A sauce. But Matt did introduce me into the spicy buffalo. Is that what it is that you get?
Do they have that at Chick-fil-A?
Yeah. Yes. It doesn't come out in the little tub, though. It comes out in the packet.
No, it comes out in a little tub.
No. What's the one you get in the packet? There's one that you get in a packet there.
That's not it though.
What is it then?
I don't know.
There's a sauce that I like that you introduced me to it.
Well, that may not have been from Chick-fil-A. That may have been from Fuzzies.
No, sir.
Hey, you know what I put on my egg rolls now? If they don't have soy sauce, and I hate sweet and sour on egg rolls.
I don't dip my egg
Whipped
rolls.
cream.
That taco salsa that they got.
I'm not a sauce. I didn't know that Quick Trip had sauces.
Oh yeah, they got a whole
Salsa.
No, but sauces and I like soy sauce. I didn't know they had that.
Oh, well,
Where
they have
where's
all
this stuff?
the little packets. It's
There's a whole thing of condiments right by the hot dogs.
Dude, there's a sauce life going on around me that I'm not even aware of.
Well,
Because I didn't know about the sweet and sour at McDonald's.
We've gone
I didn't
so
know
far.
We need a T-shirt for Chet that says "Living his best sauce life" or something.
What is how much is salt? Because can you get enough packets to walk out of there and you eat some
They're
chips
all
and salsa?
free.
They don't care how many you take.
Well, no, I doubt that.
Huh?
But, I mean, you probably could. Yeah, you could.
They have full bottle versions. They've got like 32 ketchups. They've got like 32 full bottles of mustard, like the big ones.
Where is this?
They've got some type of buffalo ranch.
Buffalo ranch dressing.
and then they've got that taco del sol.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
that's
good
the
stuff I
that's the
like.
salsa kind of in the little packet. They got mustard in the packet, ketchup in the packet. I had seen soy sauce at one point, but I haven't looked in a while. You said they've taken it away.
They did. And I told the guy at the register, I was like, what happened to that soy sauce? He's like, man, that dude don't be keeping it here no more.
We need to get some of that malt vinegar.
That's sus.
Oh.
Okay, Troy. What this? Wow.
Longest top 3 ever.
Yeah.
Mine will be really quick. McDonald's 3. Chick-fil-A laced with MSG 2.
Chick-fil-A dipped in the honey roasted barbecue sauce.
I definitely did not introduce
That's
you
what
to
it
that.
is. Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No, I would never, because it's honey.
Huh? I'm just telling you.
He does not sweet his meat.
Oh, wait. No. Those are salad dressings.
On the Chick-fil-A
It is the
website
honey
here.
roasted barbecue.
I do remember you really liking that, but I didn't.
You called it the tangy barbecue. That's what you called it, tangy barbecue sauce, and that's what they would give you. And you loved it because you like sweet in your chicken.
That may have been one I asked for that, and they gave me that, and it was a mistake, and I didn't have any buffalo.
No, you kept getting it.
I did not.
Well,
I guarantee.
I apologize.
100%.
Number 3, McDonald's. Number 2, Chick-fil-A. Number 1.
So back in Shreveport at Superior Grill, you can order off the menu chicken nuggets. And the way they do it is they take just a white breast of chicken. They cut it up in little
Cubes.
bite-sized cubes, dip it, fry it, throw it on a plate and give it to you. And you can use like salad dressing, dip it in, or you can dip it in salsa.
Yeah.
Just whatever. They give you ketchup
Man,
if you want
salsa's
it.
like so good just on everything. You could put salsa on dang near anything.
You know why?
Yeah, especially Superior.
You know why it's the
salsa.
number 1 condiment out there? Because people like to say salsa.
Salsa.
That's a Saturday Seinfeld quote.
Yep.
So
Salsa.
there you
Now,
go.
I will say this, getting off topic about salsa, but when we were up in Kansas City a few weeks ago, and we were at that same Mexican restaurant that inspired some of my top 3 teenager slang, ridiculous words. I am pretty offended that I get profiled as a white man when I go to a restaurant and get chips and salsa, because they always bring the white people. Like, even my daughters were like, this is basically just tomato sauce with some onions and garlic or something. And so the waitress came back and I was like, hey, can we get some real salsa? She's like, oh, okay. And she comes back. Even the real salsa, not hot enough. Not hot enough. Anyway, I got profiled as a white man. I didn't like it.
Was it accurate?
What?
Deal with it.
Was what accurate?
No, your profile.
My last name is Amos. It's a conjunction in the Spanish language. So, I mean, come on.
What does that have to do with anything?
I don't know. My last name is Amos. I feel
It's Amos.
Amos.
That's a lot of people call him Amos.
Amos. Amos.
Okay, let's move on to a good word from Amos.
Our good word today comes out of Amos.
Oh, does it really?
No,
Oh, that would have been awesome.
Oh, man, that'd have been good.
You set me up.
I did. The good word today comes out of Deuteronomy 5:7. Thinking about names. Do we know what Deuteronomy 5:7 is?
Give me the first 2 words.
Thou,
Shall.
not,
Like, give me the word in the New American Standard, not the King James version.
you. You shall have no
No other gods before me.
There you go. And it was kind of funny because I was scrolling through Facebook, and my brother, my oldest brother, or my second oldest brother, is a pastor. My 2 oldest brothers are pastors, actually. And he posted something the other day that I thought was pretty genius. Not genius, but he was thinking and posted it. And his post said, when I make my issues greater than my Jesus, my issues become my idol. And
I like that.
I was like, that's pretty heavy, right? Because you there's so many things that you worry about. And the more you worry, because the Bible says, I can't remember how many times it says, do not worry, do not fear. But it's a lot. And we all get in these habits of worrying about things and stressing about things that we don't have to worry about, because God's going to take care of them. And I catch myself about that all the time. I mean, outwardly, I don't worry much. But inwardly, I have a lot of stuff going on that I'm always trying to figure out, think about, and I catch myself not relying on God enough to take care of that stuff, or not trusting Him enough in the decisions that I feel are the right decisions that I'm making. And I don't think that I ask Him enough if it's the right thing, and then look for that answer. And so that one, he may not know it, but that one spoke to me when I saw that come across my feed. I was like,
Yeah.
That hits, because I gotta, that's bussing, because I gotta.
Don't give that much authority to the things that
Exactly.
aren't God.
100%.
Yeah.
So that's a good word.
Nice job. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Talk to you next week.
Thanks for listening to the Hardheaded Podcast. Don't forget to share this podcast with others to help us get the word out.
Also, if you haven't yet, please rate and review the show. This helps our podcast show up in other people's suggested shows that may or may not have listened to us before.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next week.